Yeah, thanks very much, Ken. I must be honest with you, I haven't really felt that I'm out of form, if that is the case. I just feel like in T20, the last 6 games in the West Indies as well, or 7 games in the West Indies and here, has been, one of a situation that at times, obviously I want to be hard on myself and do better, do well in every game. But coming in at number 6 is a particular role that is sort of required. And yeah, I mean, to base it on form is for me personally, I've been trying to stick away from that because I just want to try and make an impact. And, it hasn't quite worked out as an impact at number 6 there lately. But, obviously today was, I had a lot of time. We were in a bit of trouble. And it's always nice to obviously get the team out of trouble and then put us in a great position to actually winning. So, yeah, I mean, obviously very, very chuffed and happy about that situation. I've been training really hard, been actually in a really good space as best as I can. I think, Bouch has been really supportive. The players have been really supportive on tour. And sorry, just one second. So everyone's been really supportive of each other. It's been a long tour, but really chuffed to put in a performance like that.
Bayan names are here.
Hi, Gabe, are you able to hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, so a real quick question here. I was going to ask, what were you feeling after the series in the Caribbean? Because it seemed pretty frustrating, and today, obviously, a tremendous innings. So what did you feel after the West Indies series, and what was going through your mind early on in your innings? And when did you decide, this is the right time to open up? And, yeah.
Yeah, I think, obviously it's, it hasn't quite reflected the last series. Obviously a bit low in runs, but also the opportunity coming at the back end there, haven't really had a proper go in terms of opportunity wise, but in obviously making an impact. But we've spoken about it from number 6 to 11, and we're working out a sort of formula closely with Boucher, and we really want to try and get it right. And like I mentioned, to be impactful, rather than having an average of 50. And, it's more, I suppose, in T20 cricket, you've got to look at sort of strike rates and those sort of things as the lower sort of order, with batting with the bowlers as well. So I think it's more just trying to trust my instincts as much as I can, and obviously results at the end of the day is a huge bonus and a reward from putting in the hard yards, and at times you can be fortunate as well. But I think I've tried to stay in the right mindset, and I always want to make an impact. So my mindset has sort of never changed. But I suppose to answer your question, going into the last 3 overs, the last 4 overs, I would say. I think batting with Wiaan Mulder batted exceptionally well. That partnership I felt was probably the match-winning partnership right there. His intent was great, and he looked to take the bowlers down and took a lot of pressure off me. And then when he got out, then obviously the roles changed, and I just looked to sort of take them down. So yeah, it was really a positive game, and I take a lot of confidence from it. At the end of the day, I've been chatting closely we've all been chatting closely, and there's a particular role that is required and needed, especially going into a World Cup. One would like to bat higher, and I've mentioned that to Bouch and Temba, but at the same time we've got a bigger goal, and the guys are definitely finding their groove. But I think at the end of the day, like I said, it's more a particular role that is required at that position, and I've been thrown upon that, and I'd love to look at opportunities like that. I mean, obviously, I don't want to go in. I'm a huge team man, and I don't want to go in and just sort of bash my way and say, I want to bat 3 or 4, whatever the case is. We've got a structure in place, and we're all on the same page in terms, in house. So. Yeah, I think it's something that as you mentioned, a lot of experience, and I wouldn't say I'm saying it's you know, so hard and stuff like that. I mean, it's a particular role that I need to just be keep reminding myself that to keep thinking of, you know, if I'm going to be out of form, is not the right approach to be going personally. It's more so an impact and strike rate at the back end. I'd done all the hard work, Ken, and I think I mean we were 8 down, so I didn't want to sort of take the one and then, you know, Buren sort of, with all due respect, sort of gets bowled and then the new batter's in, and you know, we don't finish the over. So I mean, we've spoken about this kind of situation as batters, and I think that's, you know, it's something that we would put our odds. I'd give myself, you know, a lot better of a chance than a bowler to be taking a bowler down, and I think that's the way forward in the sense, and I think it shows, you know, it shows the bowler a lot of intent from my side, and he's got to bowl 6 balls at me. So if he misses it, he knows he's going to be under pressure, as opposed to bowling to a tail ender. So yeah, I think it's just something that we tactically can do more.
Thanks very much, everybody, for joining us.